We are
Didi
and Arma, and in our daily lives we support people on the path of self-liberation. We teach time-tested energy skills like Qigong, Tai Chi, internal alchemy, traditional nutrition and meditation.
We help people release stagnation, build energy, and become aligned with themselves and their purpose in life.
In this podcast, we share the methods, skills, and solutions that helped us, our students, and now hopefully you move forward.
Let's explore transformation together.
Welcome to our podcast, and wherever you are, right? There's 50 countries, something like that.
Yeah.
50 countries, people in 50 countries are listening to this podcast, which is incredible for us, sitting here in our tiny part of our living room, recording with this camera, mic, and iPad. It's incredible.
It's mind-blowing.
It's mind-blowing.
Like,
so
wow.
very welcome to our podcast, and we're so grateful that that you listen and watch, and it's incredible for us. And today we're talking about the second module of our upcoming Core Essentials Qigong course. Yeah, I got that out. Yeah, it's a mouthful, I know, but it sort of sums it up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So the last time we were talking about the first module, which was all about creating a physical foundation for everything to be able to work after that. I hope that's correct English. Today we're talking about the second module, which is all about awakening the energy body.
And this is just the most, profound change you can make in your Qigong process.
Absolutely.
To get into the Qi of Qigong. Yeah.
Absolutely. So you could say that the first module, all about the physical foundation, if you will, and the awakening of the energy body. These two things combined make all the other things work. All the energy work.
Absolutely.
Okay, so this is really important for you to understand that without tuning the ability to actually tune into the frequency of energy, you cannot work with energy.
It's so simple, but it's.
I think we're done. That was the podcast, guys. I mean,
no, it's this thing that it's so fundamental, but it's so many times it's overlooked. We talk about it all the time.
Books are written about Qi.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But then it's all in the experience, as we always say. It's all in the experience, and. When you have this experience, your life will change.
Absolutely. There's a lot of things happening when you tune into the vital energy body. There's a huge shift. And we're talking about openings in Qigong. So the first opening we're looking for is the opening of the joints. That's a physical thing. That's what we talked about in the podcast about the first module. Now we're getting into the second opening, which is opening the feeling of energy. So there's an expansion thing going on here. There's an opening going on. And we have to understand that most of the time we're in contraction. Most people are in a state of contraction most of the time because they're locked into the more analytical part of the brain in a reactive state, which creates a contraction of the system. And that's why it's easy to talk and think about Qi in that state. Yeah. But not actually feeling it, because that requires a mental body to expand into a feeling. There's an expansion going on, and this mental expansion this mental opening, if you will, is the third opening we're looking for. Okay, so there's something happening mentally when we start to observe and come out of our cave, if you will.
That's so funny. You know what happens when you talk about it? I just feel like it kind of goes from above to to this feeling of Qi, and it's just it gives a relaxation
instantly. So right from the first exercise in this module, which is the building the ball exercise, which focuses on energy feeling between the hands, because that's where we're most sensitive. There's an immediate shift in your awareness, and also, and this is very important, and we can talk about this a little bit, the change in how you experience yourself from that point on. Like, who are you? Who are you really when you stop thinking?
Oh, yeah. And all this conditioning that comes with all the thinking.
Yeah, so there's this old saying that says, I think, so therefore I am, right? From this philosopher. Yeah. But what happens when you stop thinking? Are you not there anymore? Would that mean if you stop thinking, you are not there anymore? No. I think, the truth starts to happen a little bit more when you tune into the feeling of energy, because we are an energy being. Yeah. There's nothing that's not energetic about you.
Yeah, absolutely. And everything around you.
And everything around you. Your reality is an energetic reality.
Yeah. And so when we start doing this exercise, building the ball with people, and for me the same, the first time I experienced building the ball, there was this kind of coming home.
Well said. Yeah.
It's the, you know this feeling. You know this feeling very well. It's just when you have a tool to go there on purpose. I'm not sure if that's the correct word, but you can go there whenever you want to go there instead of it happening to you. Yeah. And so when you experience chi between your hands and later on around your whole system, then you feel, now I'm connected to the world instead of being cut off from everything else.
Oh, that's so well said, because that's what we're looking for in the Qigong process. Yeah. It's an alchemy thing where we're not only exploring ourselves, but ourselves in a reality, because there is a physical reality, just like your physical body. There's an energy reality, and I mean, also the physical is energy, right? But, it feels, it's like, it feels solid, but actually it's all an interaction of, right? And you are in this reality as well. We are all in this reality. So all these layers we're working through in the Qigong process create, I think you said it well, it's like a coming home feeling. I had this feeling like, I knew it. I knew it was there, because probably as a child you had these experiences already, like this expanded mental state. Yeah. Where you're so connected to everything, you're in this timeless state. You remember your school holidays felt like forever, right? They just felt forever because you were not caught up in this time thing.
Well, you've been brought up in the woods, in the middle of Holland.
Yep.
And so you've been surrounded by trees.
Yeah.
And there is this huge energy field. So, of course, when you walk there with the dogs, as you had dogs when you grew up, you must have felt it.
Oh,
you must
totally.
have been part of it. It's just that it's so natural when you're a child.
Yeah.
To be in this state, you're not aware of it. It's not a conscious thing.
It's like a fish in water, right?
Yeah.
It's natural.
Yeah.
But then a shift happens, right, in life where you get conditioned and you get forced more and more into the rational part of your brain, and you sort of get cut off from that experience. And then when you start training Qigong again, it's like, that's why you say it's like coming home. It also feels like that. And that's just a great experience. And that's what we're looking for in this module, to get you back into.
Yeah, yeah. And it's simple. It's actually quite simple.
It is simple because it's already there. It just the not so simple part is all about concentration, if you will. It's like, where do you focus your awareness, right? So if there's still a lot of static in the mind, we have to get out of that place, right? We have to learn how to focus again and concentrate our willpower on a feeling. It starts with, and that's the beauty of it. People start feeling this very quickly. I mean, in 20 minutes, most people get it. They're like, I've got this feeling and that feeling. Yeah. For some people, it takes a little bit longer. It's maybe also a trust thing. I don't know. They sort of have to, it's like, feeling for me is doesn't feel like a safe space. No, right?
Absolutely.
If you talk about feeling, for most of the people, it's like, feeling, come on, it's all about blah, blah, but
yeah. No, but absolutely. We've been, for a lot of people, feeling is not, what you said, a safe thing to do. And it brings because you have to deal with yourself as well. Things come up when you start to go to feeling.
Yeah, and a lot of people feel a lot of things also from other people.
Yeah.
So that's why they also sort of retreat in their cave and they're like, man,
Do I want that?
Yeah. So also the Qigong process is really built in such a way that this path in such a way that you can also deal with that better.
Yeah.
If you start trusting this feeling again and then know how to deal with other people's energy and focus on your own energy. And, that's probably a different podcast. But I think that's why for some people it might take a little bit longer to get into it. But eventually they get it for sure because, you are energy. It's just there. You just have to sort of tune into it and trust that thing again. And there's also another major shift happening as well. So in the beginning, there's this feeling of, I feel energy. Here I am as an observer and I feel this energy and that's great. But then we're looking for a shift that goes even further, which says we're shifting from this observing state into an I am energy. So you sort of your mind and this feeling, they sort of merge with each other until there's just energy.
Yeah.
Right? That's so easy for the mind to say, oh, I'm here and there's that.
Yeah.
Instead of I am this energy. Well, that's a major shift as well. It's going to happen in this thing.
Yeah.
And there's so many benefits, to being able to be there because everything, if you start relating everything that through a feeling and not this feeling like, oh, it's feeling. No, not that sort of feeling, but just by literally experiencing it.
Yeah.
You can so much better define if something's good for you or not, right? You got a new sensor.
Yeah.
I mean, talking about our diet, you are all about diet.
Yeah.
And me as well, because, we live together and we eat together. So it rubs off. But, also, when you have a meal and you eat and,
Absolutely. It's the change of eating the things that you think are healthy for you. And now you ask your system, your body, your energy body, like, is this good for me? Most of the time, our body will tell. I mean, also like scream it at you if you're not really tuned into your system.
Yeah.
It will scream at you when you eat something that's not good for you.
Yeah.
If you listen, that's the second part. But now you can turn it around. Now you can tune into your energy body. Like the first exercise, building the body. You can actually make this connection with your food, with your own, first with yourself and with your food. And like, do I really need this at this particular moment? Or is there something that I need more? Do I fill a gap?
Ooh.
Is this something that that's really nurturing me at the moment?
Yeah. Or is it just a short-term, sort of kick you want to have to fill this gap, which will never be filled if you just keep on doing that.
No.
And, it even creates a bigger gap.
Oh,
So when you start feeling again, you really literally feel what's happening after your meal, during your meal, how things taste, how your body responds to it, how the feeling responds to it. This is a very honest thing. You just have to start listening again to your system. For most people, the sensations and everything they experience, it doesn't really go further than here.
No.
And a little bit of course, the emotions that come with it. But if you if you just allow the feeling to come through, now it's becoming dead honest. Yeah,
absolutely profound.
Yeah,
and it's the change of eating healthy or eating what's good for you. I mean, of course, there are things that you shouldn't do.
Yeah, there's unhealthy stuff.
Stuff.
Everyone
like
can understand that.
The sugars and all that kind of stuff. But then there is
processed stuff. Yeah,
processed. But then there's healthy food, as we say.
Yeah.
But maybe it's not good for you at that particular time. And we don't want to start from below zero. We want to start from a good point, and we want to build up. We don't want to go and we want to build our energy.
Absolutely.
In a good way.
Yeah.
So that's why you brought up the food stuff, because if you want to have a great energy system,
come on, where are you gonna get your energy?
yeah, it's your food.
That's where you get it from, right? And well, that's why also, and there's a little bit of a plug here, but the next course we're gonna record has to do with that. Just
absolutely,
it's all about digestion and optimizing. Yeah,
a part of Qigong.
Of course. You cannot hope to get boost your vital energy if you just drain it constantly and give it away to stuff that's just not, and that's another thing, it's not only with the food, but you're gonna, if you come into this again, you really start seeing it's like, I'm giving my energy to this and I'm giving my energy to that, and now my energy is low and now my energy is high. You start journaling and you're like, and you make all these aha moments, and then you're like, okay, change this, change that. And step by step, your energy gets stronger, gets more focused, gets more concentrated. You make better decisions for yourself, and your reality changes.
Absolutely.
But you have to get out of your head for that. You just have to, because everything is so conditioned. Someone very wise once said to me is that don't do what everyone's doing because you're already in trouble, But there's so much, how do you say, there's this pressure, this social pressure going on. And we just have to break through that, If you're listening to this and you're serious about your Qigong, you know this, You need to break out of that. And you have to connect to yourself again. And that's why, this module is so profound and important.
Yeah. And I think because maybe that's also a thing. And for us, it's so obvious that we almost don't mention it anymore. But Qigong for us is not something that we do at the side. Like, it's not something, it's our lives. No, but maybe for some people it can be like, Qigong is the thing I'm doing Wednesday night in a group.
It relaxes me, and that's all.
That's fine.
Perfect,
That's fine. But we're talking about, it's for us, the Qigong is our lives.
Of course, we were talking about this shift from this perspective of like, I'm here and there's my energy, to I am energy. So then the whole meaning of Qigong changes, because it's not about your energy, because that still says like, I'm here and there's energy. Energy is something I have. No, you become skillful, because that's what Gong really means, skill, over yourself, over your energy, because you are energy. You are energy on a lot of levels. There's a physical level, there's a vital level, there's a chi level, there's a mental level. And you become skillful over who you are. Yeah. Not over something you have. We want to cross that bridge, people. We really do, because the world needs this right now. Yeah. It needs people to make the shift back to feeling again. Just read the newspaper, watch the news. Don't do it too long. And just observe the contraction, observe the fear, observe the contracted state. Don't go there. Don't do that. Expand. Come here. Let your spirit come out. That's what this is all about. Wow. Hallelujah.
No, but that's such a change.
The world really needs this now, for people to be able to tune into their true selves again.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're getting too mental now. It's too mental. Yeah, we need a breakthrough. Yeah. So that's what this module is all about. And
it's just I love it already. It's something like this course. We really created it to help people get more into them, the real feeling of chi and make this connection, and hopefully that will help them.
And build on it, build on it. Because, this course is out end of the month, end of November. And we're going to do one more podcast about the remaining 3 modules, because those are all about the energy work, the things you can do, releasing energy, creating movement with energy, so moving energy, and also balancing energy, right? And so we're going to do one more podcast about these three, and that's probably out next week. And we hope you're going to like this course, and it gives you this breakthrough that it has helped us and a lot of our students already. And
that's it for now.
That's it for now. Thanks for listening / watching wherever you are. And
see you in the next one.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.